In this video, you'll discover some of the most fascinating animals that closely resemble humans, the primates. Here are 10 compelling facts about them. Imagine a world where conflicts aren't resolved through violence but through sex and affection. This may sound strange for humans, but one species of primate lives exactly like that: the bonobo. These apes inhabit only one country in the world, the Democratic Republic of the Congo in Central Africa. Unlike most other primates, bonobos live in a society that rejects violence and dominance. Their communities are peaceful and female-led. Rather than fighting for status, bonobo females form strong bonds with others in the group, increasing their standing through social connection. These relationships are often maintained through sexual behavior, including with same-sex partners, though mating between relatives does not occur. While the average sexual act lasts only 13 seconds, it serves a deep social function. When conflict arises, bonobos don't fight. Instead, one initiates sexual contact to diffuse tension. The other accepts, and the conflict ends. Bonobos do not form monogamous pairs for raising offspring. Instead, young are cared for by the females of the group, who mate with multiple males over time. Females help each other raise their young, and groups usually consist of 7 to 10 individuals. While males stay in their birth group, females migrate to new ones. Upon joining a new group, a female must build relationships, primarily with the other females. And again, sexual contact is the key to acceptance. Scientists still don't fully understand how such unique social behavior evolved in bonobos. Unlike all other primates, including humans, bonobo males are not dominant. For most of human history, early humans lived as hunter-gatherers in small groups, much like apes. Our brains evolved to function in this social environment. In the modern world, some struggle with dating and finding long-term partners. Many dating apps focus on appearance rather than connection. But let's return to the topic of primates. Primates are our closest relatives in the animal kingdom, which is why scientists have conducted numerous, sometimes bizarre, experiments on them. Around 100 years ago, a Russian-born surgeon named Sergei Voronov became famous for a controversial procedure. He transplanted thin slices of monkey testicle tissue under the skin of aging men in an attempt to restore youth and vitality. Originally, Voronov used tissue from executed criminals, but due to high demand and limited supply, he switched to using chimpanzees and baboons. He believed the grafts could extend life, enhance vision, reduce the need for sleep, and even cure schizophrenia. He operated mainly in France and Algeria, and opened his own monkey breeding facility on the French Riviera. Voronov became wealthy from these procedures, living luxuriously in Paris. But over time, it became clear that the surgeries had no real effect. Scientists grew skeptical, and he was eventually ridiculed. He stopped practicing and died in 1951 in Switzerland. Despite his controversial work, later researchers acknowledged his contributions to the idea that hormones influence aging, though not in the way he imagined. Another bizarre claim emerged in the 1990s, suggesting that Voronov's experiments might have caused the HIV epidemic. This theory was later disproven, but remains a notable historical footnote. He is also believed to have inspired the character of Professor Preobrazhensky in a famous Russian novel. Voronov wasn't the only one conducting strange experiments with primates. Another Russian scientist, Ilya Ivanov, was a pioneer in artificial insemination for livestock. But he also attempted to create a human-ape hybrid by inseminating female chimpanzees with human sperm. These experiments took place in Guinea during the 1920s, funded by the Soviet government. None of the apes became pregnant. Later, Ivanov tried to conduct the reverse, inseminating a human woman with ape sperm. He gained some institutional support, but the only sexually mature orangutan in the USSR had died. The experiment was never carried out. Ivanov was arrested during Stalin's purges and died in exile in Kazakhstan. Modern science confirms that humans and apes cannot produce hybrid offspring. If it were possible, such hybrids would have occurred naturally. Ivanov wanted to see for himself. Some primates display behavior eerily similar to humans, even prostitution. Among species like chimpanzees and capuchins, females have been observed engaging in sexual activity in exchange for food or protection. From an evolutionary standpoint, this behavior increases the chances of producing healthy offspring, as dominant males have better genes and more resources. Primates are also among the few animals that understand death. They mourn, grieve, and stay beside deceased companions. Some have been seen gently holding a dead relative's hand or nudging the body, trying to wake them. Others place leaves and sticks around the body in a ritual-like fashion. After a loss, they may show signs of depression, eating less, avoiding play, and withdrawing socially. Although primates can't speak due to the structure of their vocal tract, some have been taught sign language. One such case was a gorilla named Koko, born in 1971 at the San Francisco Zoo. She was raised by an animal psychologist who spent 46 years teaching her American Sign Language. Koko learned around 1,000 signs and understood over 2,000 spoken English words. She could express emotions, describe objects, and even respond to abstract concepts. In one test, she correctly identified a square wheel on a car and a woman walking a tiger in a picture as wrong. Koko loved cats. In 1983, she was given a box of kittens and chose one to keep. She cared for it gently, but the cat was later hit by a car. When told, Koko signed sad, cry, and bad. She mourned deeply but later adopted 2 more kittens. Her caretakers hoped she would teach her offspring to use sign language, but she never mated with the male gorilla introduced to her. Her closest companions remained her cats. However, Koko's story also includes controversy. Some scientists argued she didn't understand the signs she used and only repeated them for rewards. Others accused her handlers of interpreting her signs subjectively. There were also lawsuits from female employees at the Gorilla Foundation. They claimed Koko repeatedly requested to see their breasts and that her caretaker encouraged them to comply. While there was no sexual context, the women said they were pressured into inappropriate behavior. They later won their case. Koko passed away in 2018 at the age of 46, leaving behind a lasting legacy in the field of animal cognition. Despite their human-like qualities, primates are wild animals and not suitable as pets. They can be dangerous, biting hard and often. Many are mutilated as infants to make them appear safer. Their canines removed for tourism photos. Primates are nearly impossible to toilet train and are known to throw feces. If left uncaged in a home, they can destroy property, jump on fixtures, and cause chaos. They also require specific humidity and climate to stay healthy. Even mild illnesses can be fatal. Primates are social animals. Isolated from others of their kind, they suffer greatly. Many countries ban owning them. Purchasing a monkey typically involves illegal trade, high costs, and disease risk. So while they may be our relatives, dogs and cats remain the best companions for humans. There's a darker side to our relationship with primates. Several years ago, investigators uncovered a disturbing trend. People around the world paying to watch primates being tortured. An investigation by the BBC revealed YouTube channels with thousands of subscribers posting abuse videos. These included tying, freezing, and restraining monkeys. Some channels funneled viewers to private Telegram groups where even more violent content was sold. The buyers were mostly from wealthy Western nations. The sellers, often poor individuals in Southeast Asia, filmed abuse to earn money. One such case involved a man in Indonesia who tortured a monkey named Minnie. After being identified by undercover reporters, he was arrested and sentenced to 8 months in prison. He claimed he did it to feed his family. Even more disturbing, the BBC found that some of the buyers were women, which is unusual for such fetishes. Following the report, YouTube tightened policies on such content. Still, as long as demand exists, such videos will find their way online. Monkeys are intelligent and emotionally complex creatures. While they may resemble us, they belong in their natural habitats or protected sanctuaries, not homes, cages, or cruelty. Thanks for watching this video until the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope to see you again soon.